Only in the 90s could a band make a genuinely great song, get it on the radio, earn a cult following, and still choose a name that sounded like a dare, a typo, or a joke nobody bothered to stop. These are the terrible band names that somehow came attached to incredible songs. Number 17. Skinyard. Before grunge was even a marketing term, Skinyard was one of the Seattle bands laying the groundwork for it, and somehow ended up with a name that sounds like a horror movie about a leather factory. Guitarist Jack Endino went on to produce half the genre's biggest records, making this one of the most influential bad band names in rock history. Number 16. Alice Donut.
Back and you're shitting in your pants.
A name that sounds like a children's bakery, fronting a New York noise punk band that built a cult, following on Jello Biafra's Alternative Tentacles label. One of their most notorious early tracks was a deliberately unhinged cover of a 1960s girl group classic, which means the most normal thing about this band is also the strangest choice they ever made. Number 15. Ass Ponies. A name so unprintable that, as one retrospective put it, the band basically sealed their own commercial fate the moment they chose it. And yet, Ass Ponies landed a real A&M Records deal off the strength of Little Bastard, a twisted little backwoods character study that critics still point to as their defining moment. Number 14. Sponge. A one-syllable kitchen item name that tells you absolutely nothing about the music. Cloud is a churning, grunge-adjacent single with real teeth and real aggression. A song that honestly deserved a more memorable name attached to it than something you'd find under your sink. Number 13. Cop Shoot Cop. The name sounds like a straight-to-video cop thriller, not a band. Cop Shoot Cop came out of New York's brutal early 90s noise rock scene, standing shoulder to shoulder with Helmet and Unsane. By the time Room 429 came out, they'd traded pure noise for something almost melodic, and almost nobody noticed, because nobody could get past the name. Number 12. Cracker.
Sometime I wanna get you love.
Cracker is a name that dares you not to take the band seriously. It sounds like a snack brand, not a rock act. But Low is a sun-bleached, half-sneering alt-rock classic that somehow landed real radio play. Proof the song was strong enough to outrun the name's built-in joke. Number 11. Soul Coughing. Say it out loud. Soul coughing sounds like a symptom, not a Billboard act. But this band built a devoted cult following on Mike Doughty's stream of consciousness poetry. Layered over jazz-inflected grooves, nobody else in alt-rock was attempting. Circles actually cracked the charts, which means a band named after a cold symptom had a real hit. Number 10. Toadies. Toadies sounds like a kid's cartoon, maybe a frog mascot for a cereal box. What you actually get is one of the most unsettling murder ballads to ever land in alt-rock heavy rotation. A genuinely disturbing lyrical narrative disguised as a sing-along hit, hiding behind a band name that gives you zero warning. Number 9. Sister Hazel. This sounds like it should be a gospel choir or a Lifetime movie title, not a rock band. Instead, All For You became one of the smoother, more durable alt-rock pop singles of the late 90s. Proof that a soft, vaguely religious-sounding name can still produce something stuck in your head for decades. Number 8. Spacehog.
With all these red wheels up around forever after.
A name that sounds like a sci-fi pig farmer from a B-movie, attached to a glam-leaning British rock single with one of the most recognizable bass intros of the entire decade. The contrast between the silly name and the genuine ambition of the song is honestly half the charm here. Number 7, Better Than Ezra.
Hidden behind that window and the door, searching the signs.
Better Than Ezra who exactly? The name raises a question the band never bothers to answer. But Good is a tightly written, hook-heavy single that's aged better than a lot of its more self-serious peers from the same era. Ezra never stood a chance. Number 6, Majesty Crush. A name that swings between pompous and genuinely unsettling, attached to a Detroit shoegaze band almost nobody in America has heard of. Majesty Crush built a devout cult following with brilliant radio hooks buried under walls of guitar noise. This is about as deep cut as 90s American shoegaze gets. The name alone tells you nothing about how good it actually is. Number 5, Eve's Plum. Sounds like a fruit stand, but it's actually a bizarre pun on Eve Plum, the actress who played Jan Brady in The Brady Bunch. Eve's Plum made melodic, slightly off-kilter alt-rock that never fully crossed over, but still holds up today as a genuine, why didn't this get bigger, deep cut. One of the most overlooked names on this entire list. Number 4, Goldfinger.
You in your bedroom, I can turn my head off.
Named after a Bond villain, sounding absolutely nothing like a Bond villain. Goldfinger's ska and punk earnestness is a strange, almost comedic match for the menace baked into that name.
When I wake up tomorrow, you have changed, 'cause I still feel sad.
The gap between the title's threat level and the band's actual sunny energy is basically the whole joke. Number 3, Real Big Fish.
Remember what I read, don't remember what they said. Guess it doesn't.
Yes, it's an overused pick in lists like this one, but it earns its spot. The band's own joke about their name, a deliberately bad fish pun, became thematically perfect once Sell Out turned their own commercial anxieties into the entire premise of the song.
And I sure believe it. Sell out with me, oh yeah, sell out.
The name's absurdity and the song's irony feed each other perfectly. Number 2, Ween.
When you lie, kiss your baby, stop, stop, stop.
Two 13-year-old kids in a typing class made up the word Ween, a mashup of 2 words you wouldn't say in front of your grandmother, and then spent 30 years jumping between psychedelia, country, and prog rock, like genre rules didn't apply to them.
Push your little daisies and make 'em come out. Push your little daisies and make 'em come out.
Push the Little Daisies is pitched up, deranged, and somehow an actual MTV hit. Number 1, Marcy Playground. A name that sounds like a children's park, not a sultry alt-rock single about lust and confusion. The disconnect between Marcy Playground, pure PTA newsletter energy, and the song's hazy narcotic sensuality is the entire joke.
Who's out lounging in my chair? Who's out?
And somehow this combination became one of the most inescapable singles of 1997. 17 bands, 17 names that should have been career enders, and somehow not one of them was. Got a worse one we missed? Drop it below.